Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whenever you happy watching this. Frisco in Tokyo coming at you with some more. That's not the button that I need to press. That's also not the button that I need to press. Why would it be so difficult? Why is everything so difficult? I just, I want the easy, simple life with easy, simple stuff. And no, it's just gotta be NieR. I mean, it's not NieR like in NEAR, it's just the NIER kind of NieR. You know what I mean. There's a moose. We don't ride nearly enough moose. Quill, it is wonderful to see you. I hope that you're super well. Somebody fucked up and picked hard mode when they started the simulation. I didn't read through. Floppable! I hope both of you are very well. I hope that life isn't giving you more bullshit than you feel like you can handle at the moment. Quill, I totally fucked up when I started the simulation. Like, I didn't read through the rule book. I was just like, no, we'll just wing it. We'll just wing it, and things will work out because that's how things work. And you know, so much stuff I didn't know. Like, I could have totally just picked the right gender when I started. It was right there in the rule book. It's like, you could pick this shit. There's a dozen you could pick from. And I was just like, I didn't know what it meant. I needed a good, like, storyteller to maybe walk me through this shit. You're like, oh, no, hun, you don't... Look, Weirdness Magnet looks good on paper. Actually, it's really, really fun, and you get extra drama points. Don't expect anything to ever work out, though. Fumble says, I'm okay. Had a small sleepy nap before, because I was feeling a little bit sleepy, but I'm okay now. Sorry about that. I was going to react, and then I kind of coughed, sneezed. I'm glad that you got a nap in. Naps are... When used appropriately, naps can be very wonderful. Like, just really nice. You get that kind of, like, warm, all-over body, kind of smothery feeling from a good nap, and I love it. Also, I can't hear anything. Hold on a second. My cable's fucked up. I feel like I just fumbled a lot of rolls on the Universal D20. That's a mood. Like, that's just a total incomplete mood. Quill says, I've been thinking a lot about the trans feelings I've had in my life and how they changed over time. I guess we're just like, we're jumping directly into mood for the start of the stream, and I love that for us. Actually, I think I want to stick with the laser pod. Laser pod's pretty fun. Oh shit, Moose, I am so fucking sorry. I am so very sorry. I fucked that moose up. Like, growing your hair out when you're 14 because you're just real into death metal, and then getting pissy at even the thought of having to cut it. I couldn't know what that feels like. I totally know what that feels like. I did have, this is my second go about with the long hair. I started growing it out when I was, I want to say end of grade school, because it was coming in. I have some memories of junior high school that are differentiated by having long hair, and it was totes just because long hair was the cool thing for guys to do. That's just a thing. It actually kind of was, which made for nice cover, but yeah. And then, like, not too long after I realized that gals can do really short hair and can look really good with it, and I just might have found an excuse to cut my hair, shave it all off. Quill says, I had the worst haircut as a kid. It was a battle just to grow it out a few inches. And my cover was that I'd always wear some band shirt, and they're like, oh, they're just in the metal. I mean, that's the funny thing is, like, so the long hair, it wasn't a metal thing where I was. It was like the 60s have come back, and like the Dead and Fish were the big thing. And so all the kids had their hair long because that's what was cool to do in the 60s, apparently. Mosh pits are fucking Pantene commercials! I mean... okay. Most of the mosh pits that I was in were more like punk-adjacent mosh pits, so... lots of, like, Egg White, lots of Aquanet. Anything that would basically make the hair stick up as huge as possible. The longest I've ever had... it's the longest I've ever had mine right now. My mom was and still is super controlling of us. That is one thing that it kind of helped, and I sometimes wonder a little bit, like, what did mom know on some level? Because mom's a hairdresser, and she thought long hair on me was absolutely fabulous and wanted to encourage it. Was like, oh, you look so good with long hair, and as a hairdresser, I can totally appreciate this. There's a red dot, and I can't seem to get at that red dot. I don't know how I feel about that. Lots of folks over here with very long, beautiful, maintained manes. A lot of the, like, folks that I went to grade school and high school with, well, grade school, junior high school, and high school with, like, they had that, like, super long, just falls straight down from the top of the head hair that was just gorgeous and required seemingly no maintenance. Whereas my hair has always been just a curly, wavy rat's nest of a mess. And no maintenance is not the nickname of my hair, in the least. Flubble says, I wonder something similar. How long did folks know? The most common response I got when I came out was, no fucking shit, lol. Lol. That's the... I mean, like... why do I feel like you probably actually got people saying lol at you too? I had a couple of people were like, oh, I wasn't surprised at all. And there was one girl that I knew who had actually had been in a relationship. She's a cis girl, but had been in a relationship with a trans girl for a bit. I think they'd broken up by the time I'd come out, but I did a video on the tubes of you so that I could, like, tell everybody at the same time, because I didn't feel like writing a dozen emails. And she was like, she got in touch with me. She's like, basically, oh, as soon as I saw that you had a ribbon attached to your headset, I knew. I was like, well, damn, you know? Like, I was kind of trying to build it up a little bit, but... I did, and still do have a ribbon attached to my headset, though. It's very fetching. It's a nice ribbon. Flopple says, my hair's pretty naturally wavy on its own. It's quite 80s thrash metal. I tend to just flat iron and then sea salt spray my hair, though. And I want to bounce up just quick to Quills, because I kind of missed that in my blather. Quills says, my mom threw a 3-day fit because I wanted to take down the baby decoration she'd put in my room. I was 15 and embarrassed as hell. That's That's kind of a lot. Quill and gross, yes. Both a lot and gross. My partner's immediate response was just, your house colors are trans flag colors. It was about 3 months before we started dating, but yeah. That's a bit of a tell, Floppable. I feel like that's a bit of a tell. Nothing wrong with that, by the way. How do I talk to Hegel again? I forget where your head is. Like, do I have to get up on this building? Oh, there you are. A ton of kids at work see me, but don't know what they're seeing. Keep being called Miss. Oh, you're X'd out, so I guess we don't do that yet. Can we do the dojo? Get that sorted? Does it, I mean, does that make you happy, Quill? I mean, I kind of, based on the things that you've been telling us over the past couple weeks, I feel like the answer's yes, but I also always feel like I kind of want to check. Mostly because I know that your work situation isn't something where you're 100% openly out yet. Us, Alice, hope you're doing very well tonight. Hope that life is being very kind to you, is not giving you any shit. And if it is, I will thumb my nose at it and also punch it. Buttons! You caught me like right in the middle of a hiccup burp, and I'm really sorry about that. Buttons, it is wonderful to have you in as well tonight, and I hope that life is being nice and kind to you. And I reiterate my pledge to thumb my nose at life if it is not. I will do that thing. Just see if I don't. Oh, fudge. My cough is, like, calming down some, but it is still around, so hopefully it's not going to be too much of an issue. But I guess just as a heads up, so people don't overly worry. Oh, fuck. Oh, double fuck. Oh, we are in some poop. Okay, we need to blow shit up. And not also blow up ourselves. I have to remember that I can't actually tank the damage here. I do only have the 3 lives. And by 3 lives, I mean 3 health. Quill says, if there's one thing I hate in employment, it's people who try to speak for me on topics of my identity. Okay. Like, does that extend to the kids, or... Oh, shit, okay, I missed a bit, that's why I was a little bit confused. Hold on, let me read that up. There you go. Yeah, though I have to keep an eye out for this one manager who would probably go off on them if she overheard that. Okay. Super... Everything makes sense now. I was, like, I was a little bit, like, I dig the feeling, but also I kind of, like, not sure if the kids would really get the nuance of the situation, and then I realized that you're not talking about the kids. Oh, Jelly Beans, it is wonderful to see you tonight. How are you doing? I hope it is super well. Are you super well? Or at least mostly well? Give him the items. I will give you the items, yes. Oh ho! Now Father Servo can finally achieve oneness with the universe. Just wait, my child. When you return, Father Servo will be more powerful than you could possibly imagine. Does... He loops back to the original form, right? Like, that's the... Is that the gag? I feel like that's the gag. I'm generally, well, so sleepy. Okay. I mean, sleepy is not the worst thing in the world to be. Hopefully it's the comfortable kind of sleepy and not the, oh god, I'm so exhausted kind of sleepy. Sleepy is the mood. It does feel like it is a prevailing mood for the stream, and I'm super cool with that. I 100% support sleepiness in all of its various spellings and nuances. I don't mind being sleepy, but I'd rather be sleeping than getting ready for... Oh, fudge, that's right, because you're... Hello, Nisco. Remember that time zones are totally a thing, have not stopped being a thing, and will likely continue to be a thing for the foreseeable future? Right, because you've got the whole work going up soon? That does suck a little bit. Hopefully this particular level of sleepiness is not going to interfere with operating a motor vehicle. Because teleportation is not a thing yet. What is time really? Time is a pain in the fucking ass is what it is. I'm throwing that out there. I have coffee! You know, I was thinking about Rochambeau's the other day, Jilly, and I don't know why, but there's like... Yep, okay, so he just went back to his old form. There's like a particular quality of light in one of the second story off rooms where I used to sit and study that is very much autumn in the bad way for me, and it's such an unbelievably precise and specific memory, and there's not even like anything connected to that, but I can very clearly see this one particular scene. And whenever I think of shitty autumn, because there's like the good autumn and there's the shitty autumn. And whenever I think of the shitty autumn, like, that is the photograph in my mind. Hirunda! It is wonderful to see you. I hope that you're doing very well tonight. Hope that life is being very, very kind to you. Flow of time truly is shaped like a dinosaur. I thought, like, wasn't time supposed to be a flat circle? Which is one of those statements that I feel like is superficially deep, and yet is just Hollywood bullshit. I totally understand. That makes me so happy, because I think, like, you might be one of the few other people in the world who would get that particular mood and image set. Quill said, to bounce back a bit, the kids who call me miss or use she or her instinctively aren't doing it out of malice or trying to disrespect me. But some educators are kinda just cops, who look at me and see an effeminate man who needs them to assert my perceived masculinity. I hate everything about that. I fucking hate everything about that. Os Kronos! So many things. Button says, I don't know if time is cooperative enough to be as simple as a circle. Maybe it's one of those deals, Buttons, where like, if you pull back the camera enough, and everything just collapses into a circle, but you need to be like a light year or two away from the thing that you're looking at. Well, what do you think of Father Servo now? You've had a lot of work done. Yeah, actually is a little bit different, I think. Like, doesn't Father Servo start as one of the little trash bots? Well then, you think you can face the full might of Father Servo's power? Okay, so he does do a last upgrade. I thought they were gonna do the bit where it loops around and he's just the trash bot again. But this time like a billion times more difficult. Oh, he bows to us! Oh shit! Fucking hell! Dude, you hit like a truck! How is that even fair? Honestly. Alright, we gotta get... Oh shit, we don't gotta get rid of the walls. Why did I think we had to get rid of the walls? I got around to getting the Judgment Collection. Excellent. I hope that you find it very enjoyable. I hope that you just, like... I don't know if like, Kimtaku is your bag, baby. But if Kimtaku is your bag, then I hope that he does everything for you and more. Because I mean, it's very Kimtaku, right? I feel like that was all the advertisements. Was Kimtaku and that one guy that got taken out of it because of the drugs charge? The same dude who did the... I was gonna say Ogloff, but that's something very different. That's a porn comic. The same dude who did Olaf's voice in the fucking Snow Queen one. I don't know, one of the Disney movies where she's an X-Men. That guy, Frozen. Yes, that's the one. The dude who did Olaf's voice got busted for coke, I think, and not very much of it. And then he was basically erased from all records of existence. Because that's what happens here. Oh my child, how wrong you are. Oh fudge, I missed something that he said. For if Father Servo wishes to be truly strong, he must stake his very life upon it. Oh, for the love of... Grandfather Servo no quarter, this will be a battle to the death. Prepare to die, my android child. I'm not your child, buddy. I am a child of the heavens, or something. I don't know. Some, like, 70s bullshit. I am, like, I'm technically a child of the 70s? Oh, fudge. It's like the band Ali, which basically just ceased after the drummer was arrested. Is Ali? Is that a J-side band? Or... They did a lot of... anime EDs. Okay, Oh, wait. What was the ableism thing? Hold on a second. Alice, let me... if I squiggled when I should have squoggled, let me know, because, I didn't catch... If it was a thing that I said I didn't catch, and I'd like to catch the stuff that comes out of my own mouth, I'm not seeing anything up in chat that I missed, I don't think. Kronos says... I'm actually playing it English this time. I don't know much about the actor specifically. That's super cool. Kimtaku is... He was in SMAP. He's very much like a pretty boy. He's just kind of a goofy pretty boy. I never... Like, this isn't even a thing against twinks. It's just... Like, I never really found him to be my child, I'm trying to say two things and reading them at different times. I never really found him to be quite to my taste, but I never really liked SMAP either. Although the one guy that got like drunk and belligerent in the park, I do kind of like. He wasn't getting drunk and belligerent in a sexy way. It wasn't like an SA type of thing. It was just like he was drunk and naked. And he was yelling, "What's so wrong about being naked anyways?" I do respect him at least a little bit. But most of the manufactured, like, idol bands are just not... They're just not my thing. Alice says, no, you mentioned Children of Heaven as a joke. Oh, it's something that I think that... Oh, yes, I did. And I got reminded of Indigo Child shit. Okay. 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 I mean, I don't know the Indigo Child shit, but, like, assume I wasn't trying to make an ableism joke. Kronos says, going back to Frozen actor Yes's performance and model for the character he played as... was completely replaced with somebody else after the charges. Yes. Quill says, hey, remember when David Cage made a game that revolved around a kid called the Indigo Child? I do not, but I try not to remember any of his stuff. Which is the idea that the autistic and ADHD kids have powers, and that's why you need to abuse them to unlock their special... Fucking hell. Father Servo can now be at peace, for he's found a foe strong enough to withstand him. Here, your earthly reward. Did we help Father Servo achieve Nirvana? Or at least Foo Fighters?
We get a whole goddamn time. If I ever see that bossy robo-monk again, it'll be too soon, let me tell you.
Honestly...
Stupid machine. All
9S
was getting stronger until we finally scrapped.
Seriously! Floppable, thank you!
We don't have to see him ever again. What a relief.
What Indeed. You are just a screaming fucking douche, 9S. What is your fucking malfunction? That this is the way you gotta be. Nidus has a very punchable face right now. I mean, if you look up brickable face in... I was gonna say in the yearbook, but that doesn't make any sense. In the dictionary, it's just a picture of 9S. Oh shoot. Let me do this hacking and I'll take a look at what you were... Fudge. The game is called Fahrenheit or Indigo Prophecy, depending on your region, and the kid was indeed autistic. David Cage, never make anything again challenge. Difficulty, hopefully not that fucking hard. A similar thing happened with the protagonist of... One of the protagonists of Yakuza 4. The actor was facing drug allegations back in 2016. He was proven innocent, but he ended up leaving the entertainment business. So in Yakuza 4 Remaster, his character was revoiced and remodeled as someone else. Man, like... Japan just... The whole attitude towards drugs here in Japan... Not that I, you know... legally would say anything positive about drugs, but, like, Japan really needs to get his shit in gear. Because this is a joke. Quill says she had the admin password for the universe that makes you God if you know it. She was non-verbal until she whispers in someone's ear. This sounds like the definition of a lot. And I'm kind of glad I don't know anything about this game. Is that robot just gonna... Is it just standing up there? Doesn't Japan also have a notoriously heavy workplace drinking culture too? It's... Yes-ish. Like... Historically, yes, definitely very much floppable. Like, you had to go out drinking with your, like, your work crew and the boss, and if you were a low-level employee, you'd have to pour drinks for the boss, and, like, just people getting blitzed on the company dime. It's slacking a little bit, because we're seeing more and more young people not drinking, and more young people saying no when those kind of offers are being tendered, but it's not gone away completely yet. It's definitely still around. And when I was living in Osaka, I kind of told this story, I mean, versions of this story a number of times, because it's not really a specific story, although there is one that's associated with it. But anyways, like, I would go through one of the entertainment districts on my way to work when I was working in Umeda branch, and you know, I would still find one or two salarymen, like, just straight up passed out on the street Sunday mornings. Hidenda says, imagine losing the universe to a phishing scam. Checkmate David Cage. Fucking... Quill says, possibly the most ableist game I can remember, second only to Amy, the zombie game where the MC kidnaps an autistic superpower kid to go cure her autism. Actually, interesting side story about that, Quill. Amy is how I found Foldable Human, Dan Olsen, because I caught his speedrun of Amy on GDQ. Like, I mean, I didn't catch it live, but I think I saw it, like, in a GDQ playlist or something like that. And I was like, wow, this dude's pretty cool. This game is, like, fucking trash. And so I ended up going to his channel, because he mentioned that he had a channel, and I went to the channel, and it was like, damn, this guy's wasted on Amy.
I think something's wrong with it.
It looked awful on every possible vector floppable. Wise Machine is very wise, because it ain't talking to you, 9S. I'd been watching his stuff for ages, so it was a surprise to see his name on the VOD. Am I the only person here who knew about Amy by encountering it before Dan Olsen? Hive! Welcome, by the way. It is a pleasure to see you, and I hope that you're doing super well tonight. It's like, it's a really weird... It's a really weird run. It's a good one. Like, it's definitely worth watching. And I completely missed the boat on Amy, but it came out when I was over here, Hive, so that's not like a super big surprise. I definitely recommend it though, Hiruna. Scans indicate no mechanical malfunctions in the unit, therefore it must be deliberately ignoring you. Alice says, I watched his Cremaster video, a Cremaster cycle video as my first video. Holy shit, that's like a whole fucking thing. Has he run 50 Cent Blood on the Sand? I don't know. Like, has he? I just hacked the shit out of this droid who is having an existential crisis, and I don't know how I feel about that. Alice says, I was 11 and watching videos about the Cremaster cycle. What the fuck, Alice? Alice, what the fuck? He has a new video about it. Okay, this is from Quill. Olsen has a new video about hypnosis hands in the works at the moment. That feels like it's... That feels like it could go places, and I don't know how I feel about that. Yes, 9S. Like, this is the 4th or 5th machine that you found that has been earnestly contemplating the meaning of existence. Don't be such a fucking asshole. Oh, fuck! Wait, was I supposed to do that? I don't think we were supposed to do that. Flopples has recently introduced someone to his content by showing them his tear down a Doug Walker's room. That's masterful. That is... I mean, okay, for once, Floppable for once, like, in my and 9S's credit, for this one time, it worked the first time. It did not seem to me that... I mean, it seemed fair to think that it would work the second time. 50 Cent Blood on the Sand was a weird development cycle. I feel like you've mentioned this before. I do feel bad about the murder. Like, I honestly feel bad about it, but I guess it just happened. You know, as murders do. Alice's fun fact. Oh, and then Kronos follows up with a marine fact. Swimming crabs, Portunidae, have a pair of back legs that are flat and paddle-shaped. Swimmerettes. They use these to propel upwards and travel long distances. I love that. I love everything about it. That is wonderful. I watched the Dog Walker review of The Room, all of it with Ludo and another friend of mine, and then that video came out as a joke. It was a nightmare. Oh, The Wall. I have not seen anything that he's done that hasn't made me want to just shut my laptop and walk away from my apartment for a while. Like, he is infuriatingly obnoxious, and I cannot stand him. He could have had the most trenchant possible analysis of The Wall, and I still wouldn't have been able to put up with that shit. I don't even know, like, how much of it is his fault. Like, he just might be one of those personality archetypes that does not mesh with me at all, but he does not mesh with me at all. I watched The Wall review with some friends. It was so bad. I would need drugs. I would need not only drugs, I would need the drugs. And all of them. I was drunk. I mean...
This
oh
is
shit,
one of the
right.
places in that resistance
I forgot all about getting the
photographs.
pictures.
Better record the coordinates.
Hod says it was originally going to be a tactical shooter based on a TV show, based on a novel, but the show got scrapped, so the game got scrapped, and the devs shopped around for a job until they were asked to make a 50-cent game, and they were like, well, we have assets and no money to make new assets, so let's do this and take the piss while doing so. Then had to break their game apart to accommodate features that 50 Cent's son wanted added to the game. Why does that sound like the plot of J-Pod? and I hate it. Because Douglas Copeland is kind of a douche, and that book is really shitty. But it does sound like that development cycle was ripped off from J-Pod. Seriously, it was like, hey, my kid wants helicopter chases or whatever, so they had to add helicopter chases. Fucking hell. It's like they made a deal with the devil, and I love it. Like, what do we got? That's the thing in the factory that I can never find, so I don't think we're gonna worry about that. We got Resistance Disappearance, Wandering Couple, which we haven't done. I mean, we can teleport now, so we might want to do that. Remember when Doug Walker had to learn... Oh shit, what did I miss? When Doug Walker had to learn the hard way to have water available on set while filming? Wait, Quill, what? How? What? Hive says 50 Cent got his son to playtest the game and tell them what they should do, and they were contractually obligated to make a game that 50 Cent signed off on. Holy shit. Kronos says, reminds me of that Dreams level where you played a long while back, where the creator's daughter was narrating a story that she made. That was adorable, though. Like, that level was absolutely heartbreakingly adorable, and I think I might have cried a little bit when we reunited the Bat Baby with the Bat Mom. Because that was just a lot. Doug Walker's like shitty 3-hour films. He didn't have any catering on set. What the fuck? What the actual... Doug Walker used it to film parody movies and didn't supply water to the set, so people got heat stroke and passed out. Jesus Christ. Doug Walker, what is wrong with you? Okay, we want to go to City Ruins near the tower. It takes time to film a 3-hour film, so they had a short film, and they had a short film schedule, so gotta work all those extra hours. I mean, you gotta figure, like, anytime you're filming, it's gonna take at least twice as long, if you're lucky. Kronos! I actually kind of love that, Kronos. Like, Doug walk out of the set. Got him. Haha. It's the haha got him that kills me. It's the haha got him that I absolutely love. You are very fancy, and I would like to make you explode. Could we do that? Oh my god, Kronos, that reminds me, I don't know if you saw the tweet, but I actually ran out of hard drive space on the PS4, and I couldn't make any new videos, so I had to delete like old videos, and about a year's worth of B-roll footage for LBSP, and I didn't cry, but it was like pulling the trigger was not easy. I saved your levels. I still have the B-roll footage from almost everything that you've made. But, like, everything else had to go. There was so many videos. The archivist in me was very much like, no! Also, like, what am I looking for here? Remember when Doug decided to do the nostalgia critic personas full time, showed up on the lunchroom of the job where he was working on, sat up at a table while people were eating with a boombox and basically said fuck everyone? What an asshole! I mean, just... Doug Walker, you are an asshole. Wasn't there... Did we get everything? Maybe? Because this is not red anymore. Also, what are you? I had a similar case where my phone storage was filled to the brim with photos of myself for art reference, so I cleared my entire gallery, save for convention stuff and anything with my cat. I mean, at least you've got priorities. Jilly Beans is off to work. Jill, have yourself a wonderful day at work. Please take care of yourself. Please stay safe. And we look forward to seeing you tomorrow night, if possible. I hate storage Tetris like nothing else, for real though. Oh my god, Alice, that is the worst! Doug Walker is the worst! I hate him! Okay, I gotta get rid of these fuckers. And then I can talk to that robot. He's just fundamentally mean-spirited and shitty. I don't get why people gotta be like that. Chrono says, I've got a photo of my cat resting on a dumbbell and named it Neko Fitness. Oh my god, I love it! Kronos, if you ever want to share, like, goofy photos that you mentioned during stream, or anybody, if you've got a picture you want to share during stream, you could toss it on to the stream announcement tweet, and then it'll all be in one place. And also, like, side thank you to Quill for that idea, because I probably wouldn't have thought of doing that myself. Oh, it's this guy again. Didn't I just blow you up? Maybe we have to engage in murder? Is this one of those things where I have to murder? Wise Robot, your mood I feel in my heart. Oh, for the idea of tossing, like, pictures and shit that we mentioned in chat, tossing them on the stream announcement tweet so that everybody can see them in one place. That's a really great idea. And I wouldn't have thought of it myself, so thank you for that. It's in pain because it can't find value in its own existence. It wants to know why it's here, why it exists, and what about me? Why am I here? Why do I? Alert! Hacking has resulted in an alignment of synaptic transmissions. Hi, just can I toss out the silly dilemma I ran by you last night? I want to see what chat has to say about it. Absolutely. 0% worries about that. Mikasa is Sukasa? I think I'm pronouncing that right. I'm not sure. Like, hopefully I am. Because I'd rather not mangle any languages tonight. If this is the prisoner's dilemma, I swear to God. It's not that one, and it's not a trolley problem either. I can promise that much. What am I looking for? There was some... You're the... My brain meets. This is the escort quest. We don't want to do that right now. I think this is Flyboy. So we don't want to do that right now. That's Hegel. Chat, do I spend $2 on a physical copy of Two Humans so I could say I own a physical copy of a game that was ordered to be destroyed? Even if I can legally get it for free digitally, which isn't the same as owning a physical copy of a game that legally cannot physically exist. See? You can trust chat to give you the right answers. Chat's not going to steer you wrong. What is this game anyways, and why was it ordered to be, like, destroyed? I feel like there's a whole story there.
We've got company. Looks like machines.
Alert.
Then people will go, why the fuck do you have a copy of Two Human on display in such a prominent area of your living room? So, you see, goes on a long discussion about Two Human. All Too Human? All Too Human. It's not good! I mean, I feel like there's a lot of games that could fall under the rubric of not good, and yet they weren't ordered destroyed by a court, so... Also, holy shit, like, there's a lot of you boys. And you've got very large axes. It was a massive rights issue or something. Like, human rights? It was so bad that it was actually human rights abuse? What about the physical copy of Neko Navy? Is there? Okay, get the fuck out of here and find a corpse that you can camp. There are no corpses. There are no corpses. Oh, there is! Now I kind of want a physical copy of Neko Navy. Thoughtful says there's a very morbid part of my brain that's very sad. I probably won't let you keep any medical waste. Hold on a second. It's sad they probably won't let you keep any medical waste. Okay, so I misread that completely because I thought that was addressed to me getting to keep your medical waste, and I wasn't really sure what to do with that. Because, I mean, I would absolutely accept a bone or a part that had been put in lucite, but at the same time, I don't think we know each other quite well enough for that. See, when I eventually get an orchidectomy, it'd be great to have them on display in a jar on the coffee table. Oh my god. You know, like, they should. I think it's only fair that they... I mean, it's your own bits. I don't see why they gotta be all sticklers about it. I do not want to get chopped into small pieces. These things are gonna fuck the noise right out of me. Hold on, let me just deal with this bullshit for a second, folks, before I get killed. Are y'all dead? Thank you. For gosh sakes, I thought we was fucked. Oh shit! Wait. I missed a bunch of stuff. Hive says, cause Dennis Diak, hack of extraordinary hackiness, who ditched Nintendo because the Wii isn't powerful enough to power his games, decided to license out Unreal Engine 3 to power his magnum opus when he was trying to make, which he was trying to make since the PS1 days, then complained that Epic were too busy making Gears of War to provide support to licenses of the engine, then sued them for breach of contract for not providing said support and delivering an unfinished defective product. There's a lot. That's... wow. And Quill says, my time hyperfixating on Norse stuff as a teen has left me cursed to be able to read any Elder Furthark runes when I see them. Is that good or bad? Quill? Region locking is a mistake. Region locking is a mistake, and it does fucking suck.
Bunker to 2B. The signal from the access point just came back online. Good job.
I have some information about that, Commander.
Go on.
The access point went offline because machine life forms were jamming it.
Which means they know that facility is one of our network terminals.
Yeah, but that's not all. While they knew it was connected to our network, they...
Region locking is one of the worst things ever. Right up there with music industry handling of copyright. Whoo!
Didn't try to destroy it. It's almost
I mean,
like
because music industry handling of copyright is a whole fucking thing.
Damn. They're getting smarter by the day. Thank you. I'll be sure to share this with the Council of Humanity on the moon.
Continuing
Understood.
from Hive's story, they claimed they had to throw out all of their work and write their own engine to power the game. Then somebody from Epic looked at the game and was like, hang on a second, and then countersued saying, hey, you know how they said they didn't use our engine? Well, their engine clearly has Unreal 3 engine code in it. Then they proved their 100% original engine was using Unreal Engine 3, which was illegal because, you know, they stole the code while no longer in agreement to use said code. What the fuck? Alice says, Gundam Evo has a Gundam-themed hero shooter thing come out. I wanted to play with kids from, with friends from a Gundam podcast Discord I'm in, but they only allow certain parts of it in Europe. That fucking sucks. Oh, that's, Quill, that is like super a mood. And I absolutely dig where you're going, where you're coming from with that. Did you know the streamer mode for the Terrible Saints Row reboot was just the game with literally no music? Wait, what? Saints Row, like the game that's like famously just about taking the piss, didn't do something with streamer mode that was actually like fun and taking the piss? That seems like a lost opportunity. Apparently, Gundam Hero Shooters is Overwatch, but Gundam and good. I mean, I feel like I've thrown a rod here, Hive. Because Overwatch but good doesn't sound... That sounds like a lie. You can make explicitly trans bodies. Oh, in the new Saints Row? No shit. For your character, as opposed to? The dildo sword isn't in the remake? I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm okay with that. New Saints Row specifically takes less of the piss as kind of the point. It's very much trying to take less of the piss. But like, isn't that the whole? That's their whole gimmick. Is that like? So you've got these other, you know, open worldy. Oh, that's spooky. I didn't like that. You've got these other open worldy crime games, and they're all gritty and grim and shit. And then like Saints Row, and you're all like hyper neon and shit. 3 and 4. Okay. The Dildo Bat was in the AU release. The alternate universe release? Is it an AU coffee shop? Or is it a coffee shop AU? That's what I meant to say. Because those are the best. The coffee shop AU bit of Harrow the Ninth, I felt a lot of ways about that. There was a lot of feelings I had about that. Saints Row 2 was serious with a lot of that goofiness. Okay. I've actually never played Saints Row, any of them, and I do feel like that's a bit of a loss on my part. All the runes in Isaac are Elder Firthbark runes. Okay, the ones that you can read. I still don't recognize all of them, to be honest. Which is why I'm really glad that it puts it in the bottom corner. Wait, what's stacked? Oh, the soundtrack. Saints Row 3 is the best licensed soundtrack ever. I mean, fucking Amarth, Opeth, Dillinger Escape Plan. Faith No More? They've got fucking Faith No More in there? What Faith No More song did they use? I must know. I'm sorry to demand this. Oh, it's epic. I don't mean to be so dismissive. I mean, I do, but I don't. I mean, Epic is a good song. Epic's a good song, but it's like that's the Faith No More song. It is the safe choice. But there's so much more they could have done. They could have gone with so much more. Alright, I think what we're gonna do... I've listened to some of Mr. Bungle, but I haven't listened to anything else. Gentle Art of Making Enemies would have been fucking Chef's Kiss, because it's an awesome fucking song. Just absolutely a banger of a song. But that was my first Ansophone. I actually recorded the Ansophone message holding the Ansophone up to my stereo so that when the phone would ring, it would say, don't you look so surprised? Happy birthday, fucker. And then there would be a beep and you could leave a message. And the only person who ever left a message was my dad, and he was pissed. Quill's pup is snoring under the desk. Oh, that's so cute. That is so cute. We support Quill's pup. And we'll have to be a little bit quiet so that we don't wake up Quill's pup, but it was very me, Buttons. If Jilly was still in chat, she could probably tell you, because I'm pretty sure she called that number at least once. But that was very much like first year university scope was. I mean, I'm still angry, honestly. I'm like still infuriated all the time, but I was much more like just lashy outy with my anger. Hive says, yes, I was playing to the crowd because I remember... Oh! Thank you, Hive. I mean, they could also go with Ricochet. Ricochet would be a great song. That seems like it would be very fitting with Saints Row. A lot of things off of King for a Day, Fool for a Lifetime, I think would work pretty well in there. But like Crack Hitler and Jizzlobber off of Angel Dust. Phantom Ass is Mike Patton's weird experimental rock band with Dave Lombardo on drums. Ooh. That sounds like I should write that down. And I bet like there's another note someplace where that's written down. I also am going to be taking a break in a bit, so give me a sec. Fantomas wo kike? Kono yaro. There. That's a sensible note that I will at least know the context of. That Fantomas is something that I can listen to. Mondo Kane is also an interesting solo project. He moved to Italy and got very into the culture and did an album that just covers 50s and 60s Italian pop songs. That actually sounds really good. And they're doing Dead Cross, which is hardcore punk. Holy shit, like, I am so not connected to anything that I need to be connected to, because all of this stuff sounds absolutely fabulous. Fantomas is also the name of an old French film named after the antagonist. Okay, thought that sounded familiar. But not Danger Diabolique, which is an old Italian film that's named after the villain protagonist? I'm pretty sure Diabolique is not a good guy, but he's not the antagonist. Quill says it's gonna bother me if I don't say it. The runes on the PAL region box art of two humans say, of machine, of God, of man, over and over. I mean, at least they got something that's makes some kind of vague sense. Diabolique is the Italian Punisher. I thought, like, Diabolique was just, like, a jewel thief that has Bond-like levels of picking women up. Like, cops love the Punisher and the Mafia loves Diabolique. Gotcha. Okay, so not like the Italian Punisher as Punisher, but like the Italian Punisher as in its cultural associations. Okie dokie. I know, the reason I know Danger Diabolique is because, it's either the last or one of the last MST3K episodes that they did on the Sci-Fi Network. Like, when the show actually got fully cancelled and was gone for a really, really long time till it came back on the internet. It's actually like a really good episode too. But we've hit an hour and I do want to take a stretch. I do want to stand up and get a little bit of a break on. Hive and Kronos, my wonderful mods, you've got the whip hands if you need them. Oh shit! Fantomas has a cover of the Spider Baby theme? Like Spider Baby with Sid Haig? Cause that sounds like a fucking banger. Holy shit! Oh, I gotta check that out now. Like, Spider Baby is a whole kinda lot. But I'm gonna take my break. I need to take my break. Bioing needs to happen, so I will be back in just a couple of minutes. Alright, I am back. What did I miss? I feel like I would also really like the Fanamas cover of the Spider Baby theme, Hive, but I do need to give it a listen. Alice's Diabolic is also weirdly progressive. It was created by two women, making one of the most famous comics created by a woman. Ooh. Fanamas was an original pulp villain protag in a series of French pulp books, and then got into campy 60s Batman type thing. The original books are wild. Fanamas just has an army of evil women soldiers. I mean, don't we all want an army of evil women soldiers? Hive says one of Fanamas' albums is fashioned after a comic book, given that their name was taken from the Fanamas comic book. Gotcha. And Chronos says, you know, scrolling through my Twitter, I hardly ever do fan art for anime. Is that something that you want to rectify, or are you cool with that? I'm looking for the... It keeps on saying that there's a weapons dealer. Maybe that's just... Oh, fudge. Nudged my headphones, now I have no sound. Hello? Sound? There we go. Maybe it's just letting me know that there is a weapons dealer here. Not that the weapons dealer has a particular quest for me. Which is fine to know. I just noticed something. I wanted to do a Monica one at one point, but I always end up finding good ones when it matters the most. Gotcha. Alice says every Fanamas book is just Fanamas being the most evil people around and a detective guy going after him, and they all end with Fanamas winning and the detective guy losing, like Lupin the Third if Lupin was a Joker murder guy made in 1910. Wow! That's kind of a lot. Hiduna says, I remember the Fanamas films have French legend actor Louis de Funès. Huh. Oh, is your son locked here again? Yes, I will help you. Of course I will help you. 9S is so helpful. He's never douchey at all. You shouldn't be proud of hiding from the world. Besides, I thought you had a girlfriend. Maybe? But I'll tell you if you got a lock to open. 9S, why? Look, the kid just wants to have a little bit of fun. You don't have to be an asshole. I mean, I know it's extremely hard for you to not be an asshole, but you don't have to be. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh, we did it. It's like part of a subgenre of European books from that era that kind of are a response to British mystery fiction like Sherlock Holmes, where instead of the noble sleuth guy, you get some sicko, you get some edgy, wild murder crime guy. Bad luck, not enough monkey bars and invisible walls. I mean, you're not wrong. The S in 9S sounds for asshole. Also, Quill, not wrong. You win! Automata is just... I mean, at least Automata wasn't being transmissic for once, so we'll give it that much. I've been trying, okay? I went out and talked to everyone I saw. I even talked to the girl I liked. It was fun. But then it got hard, because you can't just talk to people, you know? You have to read between the lines and stuff. Kid, like, chat is bringing the mood. Kid, you've also got to bring the mood? Essence precedes existence. 9S cannot help it from being awful because the essence of 9S is awful. And therefore to be 9S is to be awful. I mean... Yeah. Yeah, I mean... Doesn't he though? So I kind of decided staying inside was way easier. Alice says Arsène Lupin was kind of like that, but original Lupin is a gentleman thief and is less a murder guy. Well, he fights zombies and becomes a legit detective for a while. Those books are weird in how much they switch tone and what Lupin does several times. I mean, I think Lupin the Third should fight zombies. Next time I'm gonna make a lock you won't be able to break in a bajillion quintillion years. Will you listen to my darling boy? He has a goal now. How wonderful. If only every parent could be so supportive. It's all thanks for you. He has fought Satan at least. I mean, was it cool Satan or was it shitty Satan? And Ghost Hitler. I mean, Lupin definitely should fight Ghost Hitler. Everybody should fight Ghost Hitler. And Hitler. Like, just... everybody gets a chance to punch Hitler. I support this. Also, the most evil of all supernatural monsters, a tech bro with a startup. And a dream. Pascal?
Oh, it's 9S and 2B, yes? Those machines cost quite the ruckus, don't you think?
Apparently the creator of He-Man's dad punched Hitler? I mean, okay, super cool, but what the fuck? A dream to hit that sweet VC cash and get bought. Hate it.
We need to talk.
Hate it.
Of course. I'll help however I can. Yes, 2B?
I like how Pascal doesn't address 9S, specifically addresses 2B, because Pascal knows 9S is a waste of time and space. Floppable, exactly.
Yes, 2B?
Pascal,
Yes, 2B?
aside from this village, are there any other machines that are cut off from the network?
Oh, the forest
I
folks.
suppose that unpleasant songstress you so kindly defeated in the amusement
You didn't
park
have-
wasn't part of the network.
Please get yourself
You mean that
a
singing
wonderful rest
Oh, and of course there's the Forest Kingdom.
and
But
only
Forest
pleasant
Kingdom?
dreams for you.
yes, it's a vast
And
open
hopefully we'll
area
see you
not far
about
from here.
tomorrow.
There's a group of machines there attempting to
Have the
build
good as
lives of
sleepy.
sorts.
Indeed.
They're quite hostile to
Flopple
outsiders,
says
however.
if you had the option to not talk to a guy who actually
is
you,
Northeast
would
of
you
the
still
city
talk to him?
ruins.
Oh,
You
absolutely
should
not.
be able to reach it by
Floppable.
passing through the ruins of the commercial facility. If you go, however, be careful. Things have been rather rough there lately.
I have
This
got 0%
Forest
time
Kingdom sounds like
for
something we
that
should
type of
check out.
dude. Alice's Lupin Part 5 is about Lupin trying to buy weed off the dark web with Bitcoin. He gets hacked, and some tech bro that wants to private... What the actual fuck? Hold on a second. Some tech bro that wants to privatize every governmental service in France with an app he created finds where he lives and publishes his address online? What? Alice, what? Hive says, what better way to get that sweet VC cash than to operate at a loss for years, driving out all legitimate businesses in the area, becoming the incumbent, then convincing VCs that you're the best game in town, so come by while the going's hot, then to leave before everybody realizes that the business model isn't sustainable. I mean, Toys R Us? I feel like that's like a Toys R Us. quest. Oh, do you have a quest for me? Like, why do you have a red dot? Toys R Us was bought by a vulture capitalist firm who then shifted all their debt onto Toys R Us's books and let it die so they magically had no debt anymore. Yes. There's still a red dot. Pascal, could you... I would like to ask you about the red dot. The angry red dot. Alice says it's a season where the whole theme is what happens when a famous thief character created in the 60s based on old French pulp novels does in the era of the internet with very mixed results. I mean, it sounds like a lot. I don't know if it's a good a lot or it's just a lot, but it does seem like a lot. Did I just go in a loop? I totally fucking did. I hate this village. I mean, I don't hate it, but it is very frustrating. They basically say tech bros are nightmare people, and then in the final episode they try to weirdly redeem the tech bro guy who they spent the whole season making fun of. Why though? Why though? That doesn't seem necessary. Just let the tech bro guy just die. Wait, where's the inventor? And do we have to start from zero with the inventor for dumping the money in? 'Cause I'd rather not do that. I'd rather just shortcut. You currently invested me in the tune of 60,000 G. I would like to invest more. They also do some very bizarre queer rep. Where they have a line making fun of people that ship Lupin and Jigen and Goemon, and then create Lupin's first partner in crime, who is like extremely bi to the point where it's not even coded, and do weird tension between him and Lupin. Okay, but like, isn't Lupin kind of sort of canonically bi? Or is that just like Lupin the Third? I feel like there's some stuff going on in Lupin the Third. Where do I gotta go? I'm talking about Lupin the Third. Yes, gotcha.
Okay, stop right this instant. No! Get away from me, dummy!
Always with the fucking ableism.
What was all that about?
No idea.
Hello, robot friend. That boy just refuses to listen to me. Now he's gone and run off to who knows where. Terrible forbid of me. Would you mind finding him and bring him home? I'd go myself, but I'd never survive out there on my own. Yeah, sure. I'll help you. Is this the escort mission?
Say, 2B.
The applied Lupin might be
What?
by before,
When do you
but done in
think
kind
you'll
of a
be willing to
jokey
call
way.
me Nines?
Okay.
9S works just fine.
Well, yeah, but
9S, you don't deserve anything better than 9S. Family squabble. Family squabble. Go to map mode. It's the inventor.
so this machine mother has a child, eh? It's surprising to see them form familial units like that. I wonder
This
if they'll
is
let us
like the
examine their
fourth
brain
time that
circuits if
we've
we bring the
seen
kid
that,
home.
9S.
Your scientific curiosity is getting out of hand, 9S.
Joking, I'm joking. Mostly.
9S, you don't know how to joke. The I'm joking sounds totally like I got caught saying something racist and now I've got to kind of backpedal it. Come on, it was just a joke. Can't you take a joke?
Careful, 2B. I'm picking up hostiles.
Over there.
Hello, Lost Machine. I'm glad that I can't accidentally kill you.
Easy there, little guy. It's alright. You weren't scared, were you?
Oh my god, this kid has got painted on pants. I love it.
We should leave
And a
before more
smile?
enemies arrive.
The S stands for slur. Oh
Come
my
on,
god.
Kid, don't be unreasonable.
But
Any
also,
ideas,
yeah.
2B? I've never dealt with a snot-nosed machine before.
You got me.
Uh-oh. More enemies incoming.
Just like
I'm on it.
9S, just pick him up.
Mommy only ever praises my big brother. My little brother broke her platelets and she blamed me for it. My big brother punched me, but somehow it was my fault.
Your family sounds like shit. Kid?
My mommy?
I mean, sometimes that's legitimate. We are so lucky that this robot is apparently immortal.
Are you finished? Your mother is worried about you. She sent us here to find you. So quit with the whining and let us take you home already.
This kid's got...
Stay close, alright? Don't go
Like,
wandering off.
I love the fact that this kid has got fucking overalls
She
painted
sure
on.
was. So let's go home and have you apologize, alright?
Okay, that moose is not hackable. Kid? I was checking to see if the moose was hackable, kid. But it's not. Imagine if he did this slow walking instead of hopping the entire way. Oh my god, I would hate that. Kronos, I would legitimately hate that. But also, like, kid, what's up? You gotta come on with us. Are you afraid of the moose? Kid, what the fuck? Try riding the moose out of the way. What if I just give the moose a little bit of a zap? See ya, moose. I was just a little, I just nudged it, okay? I just nudged it. Moose refused to be hacked out of pity for out of pity for our fragile minds. I would be terrified to see what was on the inside of a moose. You effectively tased that moose. I mean, it was very effective. You have to admit. would you all stop fucking with this poor kid? I do not appreciate... Oh god, the moose is back. The moose came back the very next day. The moose came back, thought it was a goner, but the moose came back, just wouldn't stay away. Now old Mr. Johnson has troubles of his own. He's got an angry moose that wouldn't leave his home. Steps were needed to remove the little curse. The old man knew it couldn't get any worse. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. I don't think this kid's gonna survive. Oh shit. Kid, where you going? Kid, where you going? Kid? NieR is enough of a cop that he would taser away all his problems. I think you're right, honestly. Is this kid gonna go all the way back to where he was because he's almost dead? What? Kid, what are you doing? Like, seriously though, The kid broke! Oh my god, it's the Blair Witch Project! Kid, the Blair Witch isn't real, she can't hurt you. Fucking... Well then, this isn't a problem. Okay, look kid, I'm gonna just go, and hopefully when this zone reloads, you'll be where you're supposed to be. Maybe we'll just go to the like Forest Kingdom or something. I don't know. That's weird though. I mean, even for NieR Automata, that seems kind of weird. Bada boom? But also bada bing. Excuse me? What are you doing down there? Oh, you're one of them. Gotcha. So I gotta kill all the other shit. And now I can kill you. And you. Murder. Most foul.
Huh? I don't see that little machine anywhere.
Well, it's because we abandoned it, 9S. I don't know if you remember that?
He may have gone back to where we first found him. Let's look around.
At least the quest seems to reset. There we are. Hey kid. Are we gonna go?
Easy there, little guy. It's alright. So quit with the whining and let us take you home already.
Jesus Christ, 9S! Seriously though. Don't be such a douche. Really, like the oh shit, where'd he go? This kid got beat up so bad that his Oh fuck, it's the moose again. Okay. Oh good, the kid just went around. Or not? Maybe? Oh. I see black dots on the map, and usually that's an indicator that something's gonna come and kick our ass. Hey kid! Kid! Kid, kid, kid! Kitty kid, kid! You wanna... Are you okay? Hey... What is your issue, mate? Hey kid, shut the fuck up and stop sniveling so I get paid by your mom. Honestly, yeah, I would not invest in 9S's childcare course. I would not let 9S have any responsibility for children at all. Maybe if we gotta hack these things just so that they die really quickly? Because I have the feeling that if we wail on them, we're not gonna have actually time to kill them before they mess up the kid again. Which kinda sucks. Oh fuck! Don't beat up this kid. This is gonna take forever. Well, I mean, the kid didn't get trashed as much this time. So there's that. Oh my god. So many! So many! Please, leave this child alone! Why does everything want to kill this baby? This sweet, sweet urchin. Just having trouble with its mom? Mom is clearly playing favorites. Whoa, 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 whoa. Are you still alive? Let me backhand you. Yo, 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 kid, 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 no! No! Kid, no! Shit. Did we, like... Look, this kid has hardly taken any damage. Fine, fuck you too, kid, and the horse that you rode in on. Yep, it's just gonna do the thing. And I can't even hit it. Which is probably for the best, but... I wonder, do those enemies just spawn, or... If we take care of shit early, can we open the path? Oh god, Moose, where the fuck did you come from?
I don't see that little machine anywhere.
We must have lost
Stop
it.
trying to hack the Moose! For Christ's sakes, 9S! Their BIOS is completely wrong because it's bio. Alright, I'm gonna give this kid's quest one last shot. And if it doesn't work out, I'm just gonna go and do the Forest Kingdom. I don't know if we'll get all the way to the baby, but we might do.
Easy there, little guy. It's alright. You weren't scared, were you? So quit with the whining and let us take you home already.
But honest to God, 9S, why? Why, though? Why do you have to be... What cruel god? What demiurge produced you like this? Were you just a sick joke? Were you just put on this earth to fuck with 2B? Hey kid, you wanna come with us? Come on, come on, come on, kid. Look, there's nothing... Oh, Jesus, look at you. Okay, there was a very large thing. Oh? Hatsune Miku infiltrated Fall Guys. That's... not a thing that I expected to read today. And Xenomorphs. What? Was Hatsune Miku working with the Xenomorphs? Oh, okay. I mean, that's not really a thing that I expected to read today, but I expect nothing, honestly, in this world anymore. I play that game with my partner on occasion. I mean, I've heard fun things about it. Fall Guys has bent the knee for Hatsune Miku, as all franchises will. I mean... oh god, there's so many of them, again. There seem to be worse characters that you can bend the knee for, I suppose. Miku just... Oh, stop! Would you stop hacking the fucking moose? It's okay, I don't really give a shit about battle passes. Or progress or like anything, although I admittedly did pay... Oh, hold on a second. I've got to kill these other things. I did pay for the overpriced Pushkin skins. Pushkin skins, so that we could have matching characters. Stop with the moose hacking! For fuck's sakes! The game itself is fun, though. Alright. Two human was sentenced to death for refusing to include Miku. Ah. Honestly, though, what other choice did they have? This 9S is just really got a thing for fucking with moose, and I hate it. Trying to hack a moose is mayonnaise an instrument moment. I mean, it should be. It's free to play now, so if you feel as if you're able to avoid the free to play elements, oh god, there's so many of these things. And I know they're inherently predatory. It's worth a shot. I mean, I could think of worse things to do with my time. But I do have Like a Dragon that's still on the yet to be put onto any burner, so I should do that. Especially since I'm almost done with my triple dead god. Yakuza 7, I love that fucking game. I mean, it looks neat. I've got it was free on the J side PSN or J side PS Plus this month, so stop. You're hacking the wrong fucking thing. 9S. I swear to God. I swear to fucking God, 9S. I need you to hack the thing that's not the target of our quest. It sure is a JRPG that lets you beat up enemies with oversized Hitachi wands, though. It sure is, but it's generally very good. I mean, it sounds like my jam. I like the idea of kind of RPGs set in modern day, or semi-recognizable modern day. It's one thing that I really liked about Persona, for all of the things that Persona fucks up, and it definitely fucks up. Oh shit, gonna be heading to bed, got work in the morning. Quill, thank you so much as always for spending time with us. I hope that you have a wonderful rest, and I hope that you have a very fine day at work tomorrow, and that one manager kind of stops being a douchebag, or at least doesn't start being a douchebag. I realize these are two very different things. I liked it a lot. I do prefer brawler combat of previous games, but what they do with turn-based combat is exemplary. Yeah, and like, I love the idea of playing as a 40-year-old Chuni. I hear so much about Ichiban. He seems like a hoot. I've been thinking about brawlers recently, and it's like, I always find myself getting a little bit exhausted by brawlers about 3/4 of the way through the game, regardless of how long or short they actually are. So it might be interesting, sorry about the burp, it might be interesting to kind of examine that setting through a non-brawler interface, I guess. I don't know if I want a habit of it, but oh my god, this mother is just like, I don't know. I got feelings about this mom. She seems very manipulative. There are pros to cons to switching to turn-based, but one of the big pros is that it allows for far more ridiculous foes. I like the sound of that. Fighting a Roomba 20 times the size. Oh my god. Jesus! You're just as bad as 9S, Mom! Oh my gosh, she's got like a little child robot design stitched into her dress. That's fabulous. Also, did 2B just admit that something might be fun? Tubi's kind of like Chuni herself. And I love that. I love that for her. Alright, this goes to the forest place. Fighting tigers in brawler combat is cool and all, but the combat only accommodates human-shaped opponents, so it does feel awkward fighting anything else? That's like a really good point. Oh my god, this dude just kicked our ass. You just kicked our ass. And the game has some real fun spins on traditional RPG characters. I'm gonna have to fire this up. I feel like I'm gonna have to delete a bunch of stuff off my hard drive to actually make room for it. So it might end up having to wait until after I finish this. Oh,
This
that's
must be the
slick.
commercial structure Pascal was talking about. The records
I
say
like
it was
that
once a
floppable.
facility
That's really
known as
cool.
a shopping center.
Shopping center. Why do you say it like that, 9S? Like, seriously, why do you say it like that? Apparently, they're saying Yakuza 8 could be the biggest one yet, which, if true, is a pretty bold claim because Yakuza 5 was huge. See, you know, honestly, I'd be happy with just kind of mid-sized games. I don't need everything to be fucking giant because I just don't have the time or focus for it anymore. And it's funny because when I was younger, like when I was in
No getting
university,
Maybe there's some kind of mechanism we
giant
could engage?
whomping RPGs were definitely a thing for me. Like that was a selling
If we
point
were
for me,
human,
but
we probably would have gone shopping and such here, right?
More meaningless conjecture.
You're so serious, 2B. You know that?
Alert. Multiple machine life forms
make
detected above
Yakuza
our
8 the
position.
biggest yet by scaling the world up so it's literally the biggest yet.
Who the heck is the Forest King?
You're
Your
getting
mom.
distracted.
Well, what do you expect? I'm a scanner. Combat was never meant to be my forte.
Yeah, like 2B, did we not establish that 9S just makes people's heads explode with bad logic?
Check
Forest
this guy.
Kingdom backstory
He's just
is
running away.
both hilarious and low-key depressing. I don't totally remember the backstory for the Forest Kingdom. I'm sure I saw it, but
It's going to explode!
Emil! Durkheim! Come to teach us about anime.
Huh? Hey,
Not
where am
anime.
What's
Anomi?
that?
I? Hey there, guys. What's up?
This thing's weird, 2B. Let's kill it.
Wait, what? Good idea.
He sounds so fucking excited. Seems weird to be. Let's
Okay,
kill
what
it.
was that?
Fuck. Wait, could you... Headphones, could you please not? Okay. I mean, it's not like he knows, though, Kronos.
Looks like the forest is just ahead.
Aim for the enemy androids. Engage battle mode. Now fight for your king.
Here
For
they
the
come.
king!
Better keep your guard up.
You're
I'm
telling
aware of how to fight. You just be careful.
2B
I will,
how to
2B.
fight. I mean, that's really, that takes a lot of doing, mate. I do love the design of the Force Kingdom robots, though, because they are fucking slick. Oh, hey, you still got a hammer. So why don't you just beat the shit out of shit with a hammer? Badoom! Wait, what? Oh, we get a little backstory. Okay. 256 years ago.
This forest we are stationed in. It is hot, humid, unhygienic, a punishing hell for machine life forms.
Oh shit, I can't hear anything.
In such a place.
Also, fun fact about Y7, Ichiban shares the same VA as Nishikiyama? Oh my god.
And declare our independence.
Wait, didn't the big dude just say that this place sucks?
Well, it's sort of like a large house. And inside this house, all our people live together as family. Family. I suppose a family might be good. Yeah, families are good.
Okay, like, I mean, I can get behind that. Families are good. I don't know if we need to establish a kingdom to establish family. In fact, I don't really think that that's a good idea, but... You know, they're trying. The machines are trying.
These machines.
They were talking about a king, right? I saw what looked to be a castle further in. Maybe we should take a look.
Hello, Moose. Oh, wait, wasn't there something in our inbox? It's an honest origin story. It's just a shame that it had to happen to NieR. I mean, you could say that I think about anything in NieR. Mostly because it just seems like anything that happens in NieR is... going to end badly? Did he just say singular Muppet? We've lived our lives for the singular Muppet? Is the Forest King a Muppet? The Forest King is just Fozzie Bear. God, these guys are so cool. Fucking Moose, I swear, I did... this time, you were in the way. Or just Yoko Taro in general. My personal favorite is someone in Drakengard 3. I'm so happy. Look at all these happy children I'm taking care of in this orphanage. Life is so good. Is this like immediately before the orphanage burns down? Because that seems like immediately after the orphanage is going to burn down. Hey bud, how you doing? Oh no, oh no! A moose I've been caring for has fallen ill. I do not know how to repair it. Without saying much, the last chapter of her story is in the orphanage fighting a homunculus of unknown origin. Oh, Jesus. Medicine? Do we not have medicine? I guess probably not, right? Search the commercial facility for a recipe that can cure the poor creature. Alright, we'll have to do that another time.
So we're vets now? That's new.
Jesus,
I assume
don't,
you have at least some idea where to start looking for animal
don't start
medication?
getting bitchy too,
We'll
okay?
probably need to recreate old human recipes. We should be able to find something in the commercial facility ruins.
Boundary breaking! Although, I mean, the commercial facility's not that far away. Maybe we could just zip and zoop over there real quick? Because it's like it's right there at the end of the path. To be in English is surprisingly snarky. She's just a big ball of snark, and I love her for it. She is, as the kids say, fucking delightful. We got a toothbrush. Analysis. That is a hygienic tool known as a toothbrush. Humans moved it back and forth across the teeth at a rapid rate to reduce the possibility of cavities. Cavities? As in caves? Well, you don't know. You could have cavities. 9S. Have you considered the possibility of cavities? Probably not. Oh shit, it's a lunar tier. We'll have to remember that that exists. Organic pharmacology textbook discovered. The data contained within should prove effective for ungulates such as moose. Page 278 contains a recipe for an anti-inflammation analgesic, which is a high probability of... Whoa, hold on. I haven't cracked this thing open yet. How do you know what's in it? Contents of this book are contained in my internal database. I love it. I think you have to run into Emil manually before starting the Lunatic quest. I think you're right. Hyde says appear Soul Hackers 2 is last-gen consoles. On last-gen consoles is a mess that still manages somehow to forego any modern visual features. So it's a game that doesn't run well and has environment rendering that looks like a 360 game. That's not good? That's not good, right? Gonna go with not good? Can we even call them last-gen consoles currently? I'm thoroughly convinced the PS5 isn't even real, even after 2 years. It's already been 2 years? Holy shit. You can get it to run at a low of 7 FPS on the Xbox One? What the fuck? What? isn't it wild that even after 2 years, you still can't walk into a store and just up and buy one? I've seen more used PS5 consoles than I've seen actually new ones. It's like bizarrely bad. It sounds like it. It sounds like fucking trash. I have a day one PS5 that I mostly use as a PS4 Pro. That's fair, Flammable. Like, I've got no shade to throw on that. I want to find out, like, how well the recording and share factory features work. I'm not in any market for a PS5 at the moment, but those would honestly be deal breakers for me if they didn't have the same level of functionality that the PS4's does.
This place looks familiar. Oh, right. It's from that woman's photograph. I'll be sure to get her the coordinates.
Alright, so the desert photograph is still locked off behind the sandstorm. It'll be free to try during the crossplay beta if I'm reading what they've said. Oh, that's about Strive, okay. Apparently the thumbnail for A Big Adventure? Oh, no shit? Are they gonna bring Mackerel to the PC? Are they gonna bring Mackerel to the PC and not bring any of the LBP games to it? Of course they are. Like, why would they even... There's no way they would fucking bring LBP to PC. Not even just to sync Restitched. The amount of licensing fees that they would have to pay.
Thrust. Okay. Next. Put intruders. Get information now. Take position. Keep going. Don't be afraid.
Why would they give us games when they could give us A Big Adventure? I mean, I don't know. I've got nothing snarky to say because I just don't even want to think about Sumo's business model. You're not wrong, Kronos. I hate that you're not wrong, but you're not wrong. Their even vague pretense at security would just absolutely explode. Medicine! Thank you! I will administer it immediately! I don't know why I'm screaming! Why would they give us games we want when they can make awful Netflix original quality narrative games instead? I hate every word in that sentence. Hive, why have you cursed us with that? Unlike us, they are also warm. Before I forget, please take this as payment for medicine. He was talking about animals and not big titties. Cross says, though, truthfully, the community was split in two on day one due to the cross-save between PS3 and PS4. I don't, like, quite get that. Like, I don't disbelieve what you're saying, Kronos. Communities get split up over pretty silly things all the time, but, like, I don't get why that would be an issue. You think they'd just be happy to have people be able to play? No, of course not. Gatekeeping. Never mind. Hello, robot. What is your gig? Why would they give us games we want when people like the awful Netflix original quality narrative games they make? Nobody likes them, Hive. This is the DLC stuff. Yeah. So I'm gonna pass that up right now. I don't know when we'll do the DLC stuff. I will do the DLC stuff on the stream. But just not yet. Moose! The Sackboy game was well received. This is Alice is like not me asking a snarky question. This is me being like 100% honest. Was it? Because I feel like the game just kind of came out and then nobody really seemed to talk about it. People defend Days Gone. You see, there are people who say it's a fantastic game. I mean, I'm just gonna say that they're wrong. Hi. Days Gone has some interesting stuff. I watched a friend play it, and it's much more interesting than it seems. It's like weirdly homoerotic. This is the zombie biker game, right? Days Gone is the zombie biker game, but it's also weirdly homoerotic. I have nothing against that. I support it quite strongly, but it just seems weird. Cross says I haven't played Saba yet, but I'm willing to concede all judgment if it turns out to be good. It's like... Considering the kind of resources they had to put at it, Kronos, I would say it's aggressively okay.
So those machines had a king? But how can a concept
also,
like
two lesbian
loyalty
characters
be
that are handled
understood by a
well
machine?
for a Sony Prestige title. That's very surprising, Alice. That is not a thing that I would have expected. But I'm actually I'm actually exhausted at how many people say it's an LBP game. That's fair, because it's not. It's interesting because it is in tension with itself, but not because it is intentionally doing a lot of good things. I'm gonna guess that's what Days Gone. Solve a sequel with create mode, please? How about no?
He's dead.
I mean, LBP game.
Who gave all for us.
That, there you go.
So
Can't believe I'm saying this, but I genuinely think Days Gone has good writing sometimes. Okay.
this sure is sad. It sure is.
It sure is.
But we Royal Knights still have a mission. His Majesty's memory, his final memento, into this tiny child.
Oh god. The tiny child that gets stabbed the fuck out of
Now we must
by
raise this child
2A?
so he might one day be our new king. He deserves a royal upbringing.
Whoopsie doodles.
He deserves protection.
Yeah, so we're gonna just kill the fuck out of that kid. Honestly, they had the right idea. They, just so happen to not age. Oh, that's right, because it's like 256 years in the past. I guess I don't disagree with that, but there's so much game that it's spread across. Days Gone is ginormous, right? See, there's just another reason that not everything needs to be fucking open world. A lot of what makes it big is just you bike around a lot. I hate that. You think they picked 256 because her computers? I don't know, Hive? Chrono says I sincerely miss charming, platformers with a charming story. Chronos, have you played Celeste? Because, I mean, that seems to be Celeste's gig. I mean, aside from just being a giant trans allegory. I'm honestly pretty damn tired of open world, yeah? Though I'm a huge Xenoblade fangirl, which has some open world elements, but it still does it in a way that conveys a sense of scale that's found in no other game. Oh my god, I just got whomped. Good news, Spark the Electric Jester 3 just came out, but it's more of a Sonic-like. Huh. I have not heard anything about Spark the Electric Jester, any of the games, honestly. That's no shade towards the series, just first time I've heard of it. All the Xenoblade games do scale really well, okay. Chronos! Are you nagging on yourself again, Chronos? I believe that we've discussed the self-nagging. Also, Xenogears 3 is still a linear RPG with an open environment. I feel like that would make a big difference. 2B, could you not knock me off this pillar? Damn it, I'm not gonna... I'll get that box eventually, but it ain't gonna be today. Spark the Electric Jester is a Sonic fan game. Okay, that makes a lot of sense as to why I didn't hear it. Fan gamer series, well started as fan games, became their own later, and then they kind of play like 3D Sonic levels, but they also do a lot of weirder stuff, like one of them is a rhythm game boss fight. That's really interesting. But at what cost, Chronos? Like, how many decent games did we not get because they were so invested in that bullshit argument? That and, like, everything needs fucking multiplayer. Or everything has to be co-op. Because that was part of what killed Dead Space 3. Kind of considered to be like on rails in the way that a linear game is, but the rails are real wide. That's... I mean, that's kind of cool, honestly. I got it right. Like, holy shit, I love Metroid Dread and the new Ratchet and Clank. Yeah, did I beat them in a day, basically? Of course, but I had a lot of fun doing them. Same with Splatoon 3's story. Oh my god, I so want Splatoon 3. I love Splatoon 2, and I wish that I had... Actually, this is something I might ask for any DM suggestions about, but, like, I did not have the skill to beat the Octo expansion, and I didn't have the language skill really to get just the story. Does anybody have a suggestion for somebody who did a Let's Play, maybe, on the Octo expansion? Preferably without a really obnoxious presentation style? Because I looked it up on YouTube and I saw somebody named like Game Zebra or something, and I watched all of about 15 seconds of his video and I was like, this dude is not for me. This dude is just extremely not for me. Splatoon 3 is good. Floppable? I mean, from your reaction it seems like it's good, but like, I'm really glad to hear that. Oh no shit! Oh, Floppable, could I ask you to DM me? Or if you want to share the name and DM me? Because by all means, if the chat might be interested as well. But, because I would really love to get the background of the Octa set. Sorry, just having a quick cigarette. As an aside thing, I played River City Girls 0 today. How did you like that, Kronos? Was it as weird as the
this looks
first
like a king's
one?
castle, all right.
His Twitch name is Hoshi's very family-friendly streamer. Hold on, give me 1 second here. Does he have those... Are the VODs, like, still viewable? Because I know that Twitch doesn't keep the VODs forever. Technically, Zero is older than RCG, but yes, it was substantially weird. Was it weird gross? Or was it just weird? You have to actually maintain the VODs. Yeah, and they only keep them for... unless you're, I think, a partner, they only keep them for so long. It's why I move all my VODs over to YouTube, because they won't stay up on Twitch. It's a whole kind of pain in the butt. Just kind of weird. Limited 90s dialogue can only say so much, though it's kind of charming. Okay, so when you say that it's older, you don't mean just that, like, the story is previous, but that the game itself actually came out before...
Watch out for hostile enemies, 2B.
Roger that, Nine.
Huh?
Nine.
Wait, what did you just say?
Roger that, Nine.
Game itself was 94.
Wait, no,
Gotcha.
That's not what you said. You said 9s. Or at least something close to.
Cut the chatter and engage the enemy.
Ah.
God, 9S, you're such a douche. Let's see, like, how badly we get lost this time. Because we got kind of lost pretty badly last time, and I hated it. Do.
Analysis. This part belongs to a machine.
Doesn't look like I'll need this.
Are you sure, 9S? That could be a thing that you need. The entire Splat Week VODs are still up. Every story mode from every Splatoon pre-3. Gotcha. That is super cool to hear, Floppable, and thank you very much. I very much appreciate the recommendation. Sorry, my brain is starting to get just like a little bit scattery as we get close to the 3-hour point, so if I make a little bit less sense than normal, that's just what's going on. Finished in one sitting, obviously not as polished as RCG, but I liked it well enough, plus it means I can probably catch some of the callbacks. That's neat.
Don't let them take anything else from us.
You know, if we don't get killed, I think we might be able to just make it to the baby bit. We might be able to see the baby killing tonight. It's not a guarantee, because I do get lost, but... Okay, this guy we definitely want to... Can I would like to hack you, sir? Thank you. Because you are a pain in the ass. And very deadly. Bada boom? Yes. The answer is yes. And we got a machine head. I feel very Bush. Oh, fudge. Just ran right off the edge of that. Way to go, 9S. Damn it, I'm never gonna get back up there, am I? Damn it. Fuck it, do I even care? I really like Splatoon 3's story mode, though while some of the levels are cruel and unusual, in the sense of, like, requiring, like, the skill ceiling is the difficulty curve a bit rough, or...
His Majesty hasn't grown at all. No, not in the slightest. How can we make him bigger? I don't know.
It kind of works like Octo expansion in some regards, but there's some very fair checkpoints, and you don't have to beat every stage to finish the story mode, but there's benefits to doing all of it.
Yeah, so tiny and cute.
Des, well, a lot of running around. Over 2 hours, yeah. Like,
Can't let anyone into the Forest Kingdom.
we must protect our tiny, cute king. And hold on, what did I mispronounce? In an interview with the Risk Rain devs, one said that some of the most memorable moments in video games are the complete BS moments. They openly admitted the cremator in Risk Rain 1 is indeed a BS boss. Oh, Des, don't worry about it. I'm super glad that you're here as well. I hope that life is treating you well. I hope life is treating your family well. That you've got no more stress on your plate than you feel like you can handle. Seeing as, you know, we are in the stress world. The worst ending that confused me was Control. God, now I'm trying to remember Control's ending. Like, you save your brother, but your brother's still kind of like locked away in mind prison. You become the director of the joint, and I'm trying to remember, like, what else happened in it. Like, you become the top cop. I remember that part. You know, I generally do wonder how long they can support Risk Rain 2. I'm thinking 1 to 2 expansions before moving on. It was so odd and I didn't get it. It ruined it for me. Now I'm gonna have to, like, I'm gonna have to go back and actually watch the VOD. Because I am just not... I clearly have not retained enough of the memory, Des. God, Control was that last year already? I mean, it must have been, right? Because I was still in Osaka when we were doing Control. And I've been in Tokyo for over a year now? Holy shit. That's... Wait, did we do Control in Osaka or did we do Control in Tokyo? I'm 99% done on Spider-Man. Really tedious and build out with needless crimes to do up 100% and I'm fed up. That's fair. Oh, bulked out. Gotcha. I don't know how much control or involvement they have with the console port, but based on the delays and what they said in interviews, it sounds like they're biting off a little bit more than they could chew. Oh shit. Hey Masamune. It just feels like all the good shit in Spider-Man with much less craft. God, Spider-Man is going... That's going back... Spider-Man was one of the earlier games that we actually streamed. It's ages and ages ago now. That's in the before, so actually does not exist anymore. That VOD, it is gone. I will buy your finest machine sword and your finest machine spear. Des says, so I'm not going to do Morales right away. We're moving on to Ratchet and Clank Rift's part. Okay. Gotcha. Oh, is Spider-Man... It is on Steam. Yeah, you're right, Kronos. Your white sword. My master honed that blade a long time ago. He's a master craftsman that gathered four black and four white weapons and improved on them. But they spilled so much blood that my master sealed them away in various locations around the world. However, I wager that you would wield them in the service of good. If that is true, you could search for them in the sealed shrines throughout the world. I will do that thing. Also, Rivet is a trans icon. I remember something about Rivet Floppable, but I don't remember what. I mean, like, Rivet, in specifically about Rivet being a trans icon, but... My favorite mode of Spider-Man I've seen is the one where they replace you with the model for Kermit the Frog. Oh my god, that's lovely. Was there ever, like, a Marvel Superheroes Muppet Babies episode? I'm only 100%ing Spider-Man for the One Punch underpants outfit. What? Wait, what? Des, what does that mean? Oh, we got a machine core. Okay. So, Ratchet and Clank lore time. In Ratchet and Clank 2, they introduced a character named Angela. She's a Lombax. Oh, hold on a second. She's a Lombax like Ratchet, but she doesn't have a tail, which leads to some fan speculation. In 2009's Crack in Time, there's some flavor dialogue in one of the radio stations that confirms that yes, she's a Lombax, but assigned female at birth Lombaxes don't have tails. Rivet has a tail, which means she's not AFAB. Therefore, Rivet is trans. I love that. Have the devs said anything about that? Because, like, that's fucking amazing. If it's on purpose. If it's not, it's still fucking amazing, but it'd be nice to get purposeful, like, support, as opposed to we've got to make our own support. You get Spidey in his Spidey Pants Y-fronts. Oh god. Everything goes down in one punch, including you. Interesting. The devs did comment on it. It was very, not what we intended originally, but we kind of love this. That's okay. I mean, would I like it if it had been intended? Absolutely. But do I like it that the devs support it even after the fact? Also absolutely. Also baby. Also soon not baby.
Is this their king?
It's so tiny and cute. Oh! Hey, lady. Do you just go around killing babies all the time? Is that your gig? Do we ever figure out what A2's been doing up to Route C?
Android.
Maybe in a novel somewhere?
Android.
I don't know,
Currently
Kronos.
wanted by
I haven't heard
NieR.
anything.
Annihilation recommended.
Annihilation? But why?
Yeah, it's
Let's go,
that
Nias.
Jeff Vandermeer
To
book.
be?
It's actually really good. The adaptation as well is quite solid.
Bunker to 2B and 9S. We've picked up...
I should read the Southern Reach trilogy again. It's been a while?
What you see in front of you is your enemy.
But she's...
She deserted us.
Oh, fuck.
She's destroyed multiple pursuit androids. Now kill her before she kills you.
Kill her! Kill her! But yeah, Trans Rivet Theory at least has some dev approval. I appreciate that. Actually, I have two of the NieR Automata novellas. Never got around to actually reading either. Damn, these boss fights go an awful lot quicker when you can actually just hack.
Why?
Kinda hate that.
Why did you betray us?
Command is the one that betrayed you.
Let's go after her, 2B.
Really, games should include everyone? Times have changed, games need to move with it. Thank you, Des. I appreciate that. Crown says I stopped buying novels when I started to realize I haven't been reading them. That's a fucking mood. That's a entire giant mood. And I am definitely right there with you. I've got like a stack of...
Operator, this is 9S. Patch me through to the
I was going to say
commander.
stack of novels, but really just like a giant reading
Roger that,
list
9S.
that I really want to read.
I'm sorry, Commander.
And I just do
we
not
failed to
have
defeat the fugitive.
I see. Well, at
the
least you're
focus
both
to do
safe.
it.
That's an incredibly powerful unit you just faced.
Kronos says I'm
You
also
should probably
stingy
keep
with
your
money.
distance in the
Been
future.
using the same pencil for
Commander,
drawing for like 5
Why
years
did A2
now.
desert the force?
I'm afraid that's classified.
Oh? Huh. 2B?
I kind of love that,
Let's go
Kronos.
ask Pascal about A2. He might know something.
All right.
The last novel that I read, I think, was... The last...
Wind
Oh shit, hold on a second.
rain, thunder or snow, or even amidst the rising flames of war, they were always together. They never understood why, and yet they spent their lives nestled together, forever, forever and ever.
Well, that's a whole mood.
Pascal? This is 9S.
Oh,
It's
you
lasted so
survived.
long
How
that it's...
wonderful.
Yeah, we're fine.
It'll become a
there's
passive
something
item
we
that
wanna
grants
ask you
plus
about.
5 defense to the
Of
user.
anything.
Well, if you
Actually,
keep it for
it
100
needs to be in
years,
person.
Understood.
then I think
I'll
that
open
it
the
develops
gate
its
we built
own
to
soul,
deter enemy invaders. You'll be able to reach the village through there.
and will become a yokai. So take care of it, because otherwise you might end up with a bad yokai. That would do terrible things to artists, and you don't want that. That's not what you're going for. Oh, what was it? I think the last new novel that I read was Harrow the Ninth, which was great, and I did enjoy it, and I do want to read Nona. Nona the Ninth, I think it's called.
That must be the gate
But
Pascal
it's
opened
money.
for us.
It's gonna be money. Obviously, develop souls is one of my favorite concepts. Makes world building hella fun. It's a key part of Area 51, which is a whole manga. I don't know that it was ever localized or translated, but it's kind of a lot. I think we talked about it before. It's like the... What if Men in Black, but for the world's mythological creatures and religious figures, and basically the US government just captures them and throws them in a state that may or may not actually exist physically, contiguous to the United States, but it is the 51st state of Area 51, and the story is all the weird little things that happen there. And it's very horny. I found the Area 51 manga translated, but only partially. I really like the art style of it, even though it does kind of get to be a lot, and I think there are bits of it that are a little bit more edgy than 100% necessary, like the stuff with Snow White. But it kind of feels like ever since that Gaiman's short story, that making Snow White into some kind of like murderous super bitch is just a whole thing. I started to bounce off it when like the actual Christian devil was the bad guy. I don't know how long that arc lasted, but it just seemed kind of tedious. literally, as you said, very horny, I clicked the last translated chapter and thought to myself, I see. The artist has definitely got
Whatever is the matter?
his
It'll be
fetishes
faster if you
like
just take a
on
look at this
display
recording.
sometimes. And sometimes it's just like, you can back that up a bit, dude.
I see. Information about this A2 android is indeed contained within our archives. We all understand her to be rather dangerous. However,
They're
she's
not even like
visited our village in
particularly
person.
off the wall fetishes, but it's just like
That's all the information I have.
right there.
I see.
It's very stylish.
thanks.
It's very much in
Let's stay sharp and head back to the resistance.
that
camp.
like
We should run a check
on
on our
the western
consciousness data
side?
and resupply.
like Scud Disposable Assassin and JTHM, and then kind of a little bit on the Japanese side. You see a bit in Soul Eater, where you've got these very like dynamic, stylized characters, and like lots of arcs in their movements, and kind of leaning a little bit more to the cartoonish side of things, but I think that it does really give, particularly action scenes, a lot of momentum. And I really like that style, and I don't feel like I see comics that really nail that a lot. It is time for a wind down. We'll push it to get to the 3-hour point. But yeah, we are gonna be slowly putting a bow on things. 6 minutes, I think we could still cover a fair amount of ground, but man, these robots gotta be jerks. Oh shit, hold on a second, I gotta kind of pay attention for just a second. I didn't think we'd have anything action-y. This is actually a tough one. But I don't see a timer. Holy fuck, like what's up with this? The music in this game is fabulous. Des is so good. I don't think it's actually English, Des. I think there's a lot of conlang in the music. I mean, there is an English track. There's a track in Japanese and there's a track in French that are like specifically in language, like real world language. But I think and those are all Way to the World. They're just different versions of Way to the World. But I think the rest of like speaking or singing that shows up in the tracks is not actual real. It's a chaos language. Gotcha. This hack is literally the inner machinations of my mind are an enigma. The chaos language is really cool. It is very cool. Here's some hush money. I mean, you know, yeah, sure.
I'm not sure I even know what it means to be smart anymore.
Reply unknown. Terms are too vague to formulate a reasoned response.
Don't I know it?
Machine parts. Excellent way to dispose of the bodies. Fucking hell, Kronos. I love that. Which probably says more about me than it needs to. They try to create a language that would form out of a commingling of populations and centuries of cultural exchange. Okay. I like that. I can appreciate that. Alright, let's start to put the actual wind down. I got work tomorrow. I'm not like super duper happy about that, but I do need to actually get money because the landlord's being a douchebag. Although my friend did get in touch with me and they were like, the landlord's just trying to bully you. They legally can't do anything to you unless you've missed rent for 3 months straight. Although there's that always the question of like, they can't legally do anything to you, but if they fuck with you and it's more expensive to fight it than not, they can still do what they want, basically. But yeah, I do have work tomorrow, so there's that. Stream tomorrow night's gonna be LBP. I haven't done like any work on LBSP. I had that like 3-week backlog, and it was a lot of suck. Like the whole conversation, the phone conversation sucked, and it was in English, which kind of added a certain edge of suckiness to it. The way the dude was asking me like why I hadn't done stuff, and just his tone of voice was so... It was like chastising. It's like, you haven't paid your rent. Why? Why? And it's like, dude, why the fuck do you think I haven't paid my rent? I ain't got no money. You're gonna get your rent on the 30th, because that's when I'm gonna have money. But that's so late. It's like, mate, I know. Trust me. There's no one who knows better than I, you know, that it's late. But I can't pay you with what I ain't got. I mean, they're gonna have to, Des, if they want their cash. Like, I know I have to pay them. I don't, you know, philosophically I'd rather not, and financially I'd much rather have that money in my pocket, but like I know that I'm contractually obligated that if I want to keep the apartment, I do need to pay the rent. So it's like yeah, I'm on the same page with you, but I mean, not you, Des, but you as in the landlord company. But it's just like, I can't give you what I don't have. There's no such thing as good landlord, but mine in particular just seems to suck. This landlord company, like, specifically deals with foreigners, and the good side of that is that, like, yes, they will get you an apartment, but their apartments, although the rents are reasonable, the apartments are generally pretty shitty. And I think that the company kind of relies to a certain extent on the fact that foreigners, like, can't often navigate the legal systems themselves, because they're either lacking language skills, they're lacking in experience, or they don't have the legal knowledge to do it. And a deficiency in any of those three is gonna put you really on the back foot when you're kind of dealing with these types of situations. So I do feel like they probably squeeze the fuck out of people. Des says, what are you good at? Go forth and make loads of money off of it. Like, Des, I wish. Look, I'm good with dead bodies, and unfortunately that's not something that is really in high demand in Japan. So, like, you end up with, like, a skill. And it's great as long as you can apply that skill. I can't currently do that, unfortunately. I'm kind of decent at serving curry. Like, it's not something I can make a lot of money off of, but, like, it's not a bad job. But I mean, it's the whole the COVID thing is wrapped up in that. Get this. This is hilarious. So, my boss calls me yesterday. I feel like I'm ragging on my boss, and I kind of don't want to. Because, like landlords, there really aren't good managers, but, like, he's decent as a human being for the most part, at least my experience of him so far. He's definitely trying. He treats me like a human. We can actually talk like people, which has been the first time in a long time. Oh, people do pay loads for funerals, Des. Like, that's not the issue. My particular skill is not one that's really used very much here. Like, I'm really good at embalming, or at least I'm decent at embalming, and bodies don't bother me. But embalming is not, like, it is done in Japan, it's just not done very much, so it's hard to get into that business. But the guy's like, so my boss, he calls me up yesterday. He's like, hey Disco, how you doing? And I was like, I'm doing pretty well. I still got this lingering cough, but, like, I don't have a fever and shit like that. How you doing, boss? And he's like, I'm really fucking sick. I tried to go to the hospital, and I couldn't get into any hospitals because they're all full. It took me 5 clinics to find a clinic that would actually give me a PCR test. And I'm worried about my results, and I'm like, damn, boss, look, I'm really sorry about that, so what do you need? He's like, well, your coworker, who is sick, is gotta operate the shop by himself for 12 hours yesterday. Because we can't get anybody else to work. Could you come in for just 2 hours so he could get a break? And luckily, because I am just a complete pushover with these types of things, luckily I had a coughing fit, like, right at that moment, and he was just like, and it was actually, it wasn't like a fakey coughing fit, like, I honestly just had to start coughing. My body just decided, you're coughing now, and my boss is like, oh shit, you're still coughing, you might still be contagious, so never mind, what I just asked you, never mind, you don't have to do it. And I was like, I mean, I'm kind of glad, but, like, everybody's fucking sick, and I don't know if my coworker is over what he had. I mean, over COVID, because he did test positive for COVID, but, like, he's got to be, like, on the backside of it, of, his body healing, And then he's gonna do like a 12-hour fucking shift? It's like, I'm just like, I don't even know. I don't even know, folks. This is never gonna end, because it's just gonna be a loop of silliness. Because who knows how many folks got sick from us? And then they're gonna go to another shop and do their life shit, and they're gonna get those shop staff sick, who are then gonna get their customers sick. Kronos says, I do not give my ramen shop enough credit. I mean, you do give them a lot of credit, so... And I'm sure they appreciate it. So, I don't know, like, it's really weird, like, my condition is weird because it's hard for me to separate intervention time, like, revolution time? Des, honestly? Like, I don't feel bad. I've got no fever, I don't have aches, I don't have chills, my toes are the right color, I can taste things. I've got this cough, and sometimes it feels like I have trouble breathing, but I don't know if this is my normal cough that I get every fall, or if this is just like a real thing that I should worry about because like I was sick, or if this is just like psychosomatic, like I'm talking myself into thinking that I'm having a little bit of trouble breathing. But like every now and then it does feel like there's pressure on my chest that shouldn't be there. Oh, Des, I appreciate it. Like, I do appreciate the offer, and I know that everybody here is supporting me, and it is very, very meaningful to me. And I know that if, like, the physicality of the situation was different, that we could support each other in more hands-on fashions, but, like, it just kind of is what it is. I am still smoking. And that is a problem, because it is money that I don't really have to spend, but, yeah. Yeah. There's not really any, like, I can't really gild the lily on that one. I'm not gonna stop anytime soon, so it just is what it is, but... Yeah, do I have any good news recently? Because everything's just been on fire. I've almost got my recording file for Isaac 100% complete. That'll be my 4th Dead God in Repentance. I only need 7 more items and 1 non-item related unlock, so that's probably going to be within the next week or so. The way you said, do I have any good news, is palpable. I'm sorry, Kronos. I really, really honestly am, like, I'm pushing towards, like, I wanna bring happy news, like I do. It's just like, look, at the very least, I am not in despair. So there's that. Like, my emotional mood is most of the time, not always, but like I've been bouncing back from the rougher points. Usually early mornings are kind of tough for me, but like I've been able to stay on a relatively positive emotional tenor, and that's fairly important for me, so there's that. I know you will. And I appreciate that, Kronos. And I hope that you've got good news. At least something happy going on in your life as well. Des says I never even tried it, but it's worth your health to try stopping. It's just not easy. That's kind of the thing, Des. It's just like it's that kind of physical health to mental health balance. Like, I know how bad I get when I stop smoking, and I really don't know if I need that extra stress in my life at the moment. And I know that's like a really easy excuse to make, a really easy excuse to do a thing. Wait, that reverse. It's a really easy excuse to not do a thing that I don't necessarily want to do. But it's also not a lie. Like, every time I've stopped smoking, it has fucked me up. And right now is just not the time for it. You're good at gaming and streaming, though. It helps keep you occupied and doing things away from the usual everyday stuff. It's a huge help, Des. Like, my mood day to day doing this, since we came back in December, compared to when I had to take that break because I'd sold the PlayStation 4, it's definitely night and day. Like, it helps so much to be able to spend time with folks like this, and it helps so much. I should have never stopped doing videos back in Osaka, because that was something I think that was ultimately, like, I needed to take a break in Osaka. I think that it would have been a good idea for me to have taken, like, maybe like a month or a 2-month break, but I think we took like an 8-month break from doing videos, and that was a mistake. That was definitely a mistake. So doing the video work now, doing the streaming now, like, this is really big as far as just kind of psychologically keeping in a good spot. So I'm gonna keep doing this. That part at least isn't going away anytime soon. But the stream, I do need to put a bow on the stream. This was supposed to be just like tie a bow on things, and then then we just started talking. So it's been wonderful spending time with y'all tonight. I had a really good time, which I think I just said twice. We got a lot accomplished in this run, so that was pretty good. Tomorrow night's gonna be Little Big Planet, and next week, I don't have my work schedule for next week yet, so I'm gonna find that out tomorrow, so we'll figure out what the streaming schedule's like. As always, I'll ask you to... Yes, we can. We absolutely can. I'll ask you all to be drinking the water that you need. Make sure that you're getting enough water. To try to eat at least once a day. If you're on medications, please be taking those medications as close to schedule as your executive function allows you to do. And as always, the most important thing, to me at least, is just to remember that there are a lot of people out there who care about you and who want you to have your best life. And I'm one of those people, but I'm not the only one. So if things are dark, try to keep that in mind. But from me, Risco, here in Tokyo, to all of you out there, wherever you may happen to be, thank you, arigato, sayonara, see you, and ciao.